Today I want to talk to you about robots.txt files, and in particular the fact that it's just turned 25 years old, and what they're actually doing is they turning robots.txt into an internet protocol, which means that it's going to be getting a bit of an update, and a bunch of things that used to be acceptable in the robots.txt file will no longer be acceptable moving forward. Let's just go back a bit and let's just look at what a robots.txt file is. So if you've taken any interest in your website's SEO, content, and just general visibility in search results, you've probably come across your robots.txt file. So that's the file that sits at the root of your website. So if it's domain.com/robots.txt, and in there you'll include a few rules and perhaps a sitemap that search engines like Google and their bots will access before going into your site, just so they can see what they're allowed and not allowed to do, and just generally follow some rules that you've set up. Now, if your site is relatively small, under 50 pages perhaps, relatively straightforward, so maybe you're just a B2B like Digital Beans, and you don't need to worry about controlling how search engines are accessing your site and what they're necessarily doing on specific pages, then it's probably your robots.txt file is probably quite straightforward. It probably just consists of 2 or 3 lines and possibly includes a link to your sitemap. Now, if that's the case, you probably don't need to worry about this. However, if your site is perhaps more complicated, has hundreds or thousands of pages perhaps, in particular if you've got premium content, such as PDFs, or content that you need a paid for subscription or specific user access, or if you're an e-commerce that has a lot of things like filters and different parameters on your site that control the search results and different things like that, then either you or your developer may have set up some specific rules in your robots.txt file to control how and what search engines do once they're on your site. To cut to the chase, Google's going to be giving this a bit of a refresh as part of the 25-year anniversary and it turning into an internet protocol. And as a result, one of the things they're doing is they're going to be retiring a load of the functions that are currently available in this current version of robots.txt file. And the ones that I would be more concerned about that are being retired is the crawl delay, the no follow rule, and the no index rule. So those are the rules. Those aren't the rules that have been retired completely across the web. This is purely in the robots.txt file. So if you're using a crawl delay to control how frequently these bots are visiting your site, or a no follow or no index rule to control what links and what pages Google's allowed to visit and follow through links or index into the database and serve to their users, from the 1st of September, you won't be able to use them in your robots.txt file. So if you still need to use those rules and you still need to control how these search engines use your site, you'll need to move into an alternative method. So perhaps if you're looking to no index specific pages or no follow specific links, you're going to have to probably introduce that into your site's meta tags and into the links themselves. So I'll post some links below to the relevant blog posts on Google. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Happy birthday, robots.txt file, 25 years old.